Hey everybody, Scott Brown here. It is day number 23 of Daring LaCroix's Facebook Live Challenge. And I'm outside today, and this is really for all of my Florida friends who wondered, what's he gonna do when it snows in Indiana? Well, guess what it's doing today? It is snowing in Indiana. Yes, folks, that is a white tundra behind me. Snow started coming down last night. It was actually about 38 degrees yesterday, which meant that it was raining when we went to bed last night. Temperatures dropped to about 26, so all of that water froze. And as the temperatures kept falling, that rain turned to snow. And now we have a wintry mess. But there's something refreshing about standing out here in the snow. There's something that's almost magical about it. If you've never stood in a snowstorm, you might not have ever experienced the quiet that is snow. When it rains, especially in Florida, when it rains, it's loud. It's a rumble. There's a visceral feeling you get from the sound of the water hitting the roads. When it snows, it's just gentle. It's like a million angels falling from the sky to repaint the earth. And it's beautiful. It gives an incredible setting. And I want to talk about setting very briefly today. Because when you're telling a story, when you're giving a presentation, when you're trying to connect to an audience, setting matters immensely. And don't just tell people where you are. It'd be one thing to just say, well, I'm standing outside in the snow. But help people understand what that means. Engage all of their senses. There's a freshness that wafts through the air in any freshly fallen snow that's hard to describe, but try to find those words that help bring you into the setting, help bring you into where you are. And if you can, also tell the story about how you got to where you are within that story. Help people understand how you got to be standing in the middle of the snow when you still own a home in Orlando, Florida. It doesn't seem like this should be where you are, but it's where you are and it's where you want to be. So the backstory to how I got here is that about 15 years ago, when I was working for Bloomingdale's, I started to have these thoughts that I wanted to do something with leadership beyond just being a leader within a store. I wanted to do something bigger. And I started to research and I started to look into going back to grad school for leadership. And one thing I kept hearing time and time again was how female leaders constantly hit this glass ceiling. And they hit this glass ceiling not just because of corporate politics and outdated expectations, but they hit a ceiling because there's a dynamic between home and work where when women are expected to be perfect at both, and it's unrealistic, and they get burned out. There's a ceiling that they can't get past because they're expected to be one thing at home, expected to be perfect at work, and it just doesn't work out. And I made the decision back when I worked for Bloomingdale's, before we ever even came back to Florida the last time, that I wanted to ensure that Kelly had the best opportunity for her career. And I would never put her in a position where she had to choose between what was best for the family, what was best for her career, and have to make a decision that would at some point she'd have to regret. So I made the decision that whatever it was going to be, I was going to eliminate that choice from her life, and we were going to go wherever her career took us. At that point, I just never envisioned that career was going to take us here. And I see Coach Carrington has joined. Hey, Kev, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're out enjoying the warm weather in Florida, hopefully by the pool that looks nothing like this. So setting matters. The backstory matters. Knowing a little bit about how we got here, because Kelly's career took us here, I think helps give this a little bit more of a purposeful setting. So as you're telling your stories, tell us, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you smell? Bring all those senses into the story that you're telling. And if you can, you're going to connect with your audience in a way that you couldn't possibly connect if you just said, hey, it's snowing outside. Allow them to be out here with you in the snow, to experience it, to feel it, to live it. And if you do that, your audience is going to thank you. I need to go inside because I can no longer feel my fingers even though I have gloves on. So until tomorrow, my friends, stay warm, stay safe, and above all, stay in Florida, would you? See you, my friends.